Hello, Harley from Old North. I'm back in the garage. I'm gonna try to start the camo on my shooting blind. I've got to get this thing done and get it out of here. I mean, I've made some progress, but I've still got quite a ways to go. Next weekend, my son-in-law is gonna go up to camp with us, and well, his whole family. But anyway, and I'd like to throw it on his trailer and get it up there, and maybe he can help me at least get it in a pile somewhere. And I got to figure out where it's gonna go. So. Anyway, that's the project. I have made some progress. Let's check it out. But anyway, so I got everything painted inside and out. I got the frame for the roof all done and painted. I don't think I filmed that, but that's the frame, obviously, for the roof. I have my shelving and my bench already. I do have a lot done, but I still kind of have a ways to go. But outside, I got to camo it. I got to cut the pieces out of the siding. I made a template. This is my template. But I need to cut these pieces out of my siding, like about right there. So the edge of my elevator will fit in there. Because this fits tight right up against the floor joist. So I have to cut enough of my siding off to fit that in there. So I got to do that. I got to measure that and mark that. Once I get it camoed, we've got to take everything apart, put the legs on it, put the elevators on there, put the legs on it, and so I can mark them, so I can get them cut off so they'll sit level on the ground, get my height, and figure out what we need to do for stairs. So I do have quite a bit to go, even though we're getting there. But it looks like I got a lot done, which I do. I have one hook in that. So I'd like to get it apart and on the trailer, and most of it heading to camp this weekend. Next weekend, this coming weekend. Alright, so let's get painting. See how the camo comes out. You really can't screw up camo. As long as you break it up, that's all that counts. I don't have any brown paint, so I'm going to go without it. Let's get it done. Alrighty, let's start camoing this thing. I haven't got much for paint, so I'm just going to use what I got. A couple colors we used inside the house. I don't know how long they'll last because they're interior paint. I'm going to start on the side just in case it looks too stupid, but I can always paint it again. So let's see what happens. Alright, I'm going to let that dry. It looks pretty done so far. So I brushed on the tan, and then I spray painted some gray and some brown on top of that. And I'm liking that. That looks good. Because it is down in some alders and some new growth, hardwood growth, so that'll fit right in. Maybe I'll put some odd leaves on here and there. But I'm liking that, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna give it a minute, but I think I like it. Oh, I can't even see it. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna start over the paint. Obviously it was in the dark and nobody could see it. So basically I brushed on some tan. Then I sprayed on some gray and brown. I'm starting to like it. Where I'm putting it is, it's overlooking an old swamp with some jack firs that are growing up. But where the blind's going to be, it's going to be in some new growth hardwood and alders. So this should fit right in pretty good there. I kind of like it. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit, but I think I like it. Might get a little bit red, get rid of a little bit more of the tan, but I think I'm happy. Alrighty, let's do the front. We did the side as a practice run. Let's see how we do. Well, there, it's roughed in. We'll let that dry for a minute, then we'll put the spray paint on there. Alright, got that on there. It looks kind of funky from here, but let's put on the spray paint, see what it looks like. I like it. I wish the silver didn't look so blue, but I think it's alright. Once I get that braided vine trees on the woods, that's okay. Let's get rid of the drop on the other side of that. There. That's the door, the window up and down. I think once that dries and a few leaves, that'll be good to go. Maybe a little more brown here and there. I do like how it does kind of have a winterish feel to it, fall feel. So, I think it'll stay the way it is. I'll do the other side and then we'll put some leaves on. Alrighty, the painting is all done as far as the structure. Now we're going to put on some leaves. And I have some cutouts on paper plates that I used to do that. I've had these for years, so they're getting a little bit worn out, but this is for out in the woods, so it works. I have my paints lined up with my caps because I can't always tell what color they are. Once I get to my third and fourth wall, everything's kind of running. The damned wind has been blowing here for 3 months and it's still not taking a break. I might have to let these dry a minute before I keep going. But you get the idea. Those will fade out a little bit. Makes it busy, that's kind of what you want. I've never used the yellow before, so it's a little bright. But I do want some stuff to stand out. pretty good. I'll let these dry a little bit and do the other side, and then I'll show you the whole way around. I didn't do the whole tree thing on the back side. I just did some lines and leaves. The back side is literally going to be up into the trees, so nothing's going to see that side anyway. Alrighty, the camo is done. It is a little bright, but I'm going to go with it. The yellow's a little strong, but the rest of it I think will work good in the fall. If nothing else, looks like a bunch of birds sitting in the tree. Plus this stuff will dull out a little bit. I might even go over it with a little bit of brown later. A light little spray of brown from a spray can will tone that down some. But except for the yellow, I like it. One more step done. Closer, closer, closer. In the back, I just put a bunch of stripes back and forth. We've looked at, you can't even see the door. It's busy. As long as it's busy, I think it'll work. I just went over all the leaves with a little bit of brown. It makes a big difference. Hey, Jim. World's greatest beagle. Oscar the Wonder Beagle. So it dulled them down quite a bit. The yellow is still pretty rugged, but I think it'll be alright. I don't think the deer or the moose will be too concerned about it. Alright, so I'm back in the garage, busting my ass trying to get this thing ready to go to camp tomorrow. Of course, I've been working on it since last October, November, and last night I'm thrashing on it. I got a few things to touch up. It's probably not going to get done tonight just because I don't have the muscle to move this stuff outside by myself. And I don't want to spray paint or paint in here. But this is all my panels. That's my 4 panels for the walls. And that's my foil for the floor. It's going to go under the plywood. This is the foam that goes inside of the metal roofing and along the studs. Weather stripping. I've got the floor all apart. I got the lifts on for the legs. I don't know what you call these things really. Elevators, I guess. So I just got them bolted on. I was going to go light. Well, I did go light with the floor this time, and I put 2x4s in, but I did chicken out, and I did put another 2x6 in the middle to strengthen the floor up. So I got everything out here ready to go. All the small stuff will go in the back of the pickup. Hopefully my son-in-law will be over here tomorrow afternoon to help me put all the panels on the trailer. These are all the pieces of the floor. I paint just the underside because the inside's going to be all out of the weather. Plus I have these all marked so I know it goes back together. Where is this? Where is it? What's up a kind of lad? Oh, sorry about that. See, I match up my little symbols on my other pieces of wood. Oh, that's kind of a simpleton, but that's the way I do it. So anyway, just gotta clean, well I'm not gonna clean up because I gotta have this stuff out here tomorrow just in case I have time to paint these edges. Really all I need to do is just paint the stuff that I couldn't do while the thing was assembled. It's basically around the edges. And I really don't have to do that, but I don't know, I just feel better doing it. So anyway, it's almost ready to head north. I just remembered I can't forget to take the aluminum. I really don't have to take it this trip, and we're not going to set it up this time. I might get the area cleared where it's going, get some gravel in there, get some cement pads in. And get that ready to go. I still have to put my 4x4s in here and cut the bottoms off so it'll be level when they're sitting on the cement pads. So that's the floor frame. That's the roof frame. Got all my inside pieces, my shelving, my hooks, my bench. I usually paint all of the frame, but I'm not painting the pressure treated this time. I'm just behind, and it's damp out tonight, so I'm saying to hell with it. If it gets up there in the woods and I don't like it, I'll paint it. But anyway, that's where I am right now. Maybe film a little video tomorrow doing the edges and getting loaded, but the next film will be up to camp. Well, one of my guys just helped me get the trailer loaded. Everything we need to build the deer blind. Floor, walls, roofing, frame for the metal for the roof. And decking for the floor, the legs, and all my miscellaneous shelving and bench and all that. And I'll put the floor insulation and all those little goodies in before I leave. So we got it all packed up in one trip. Boy, that was a project getting this all on the trailer. But she's on there and ready to go. Heading up this afternoon. Well, we're up here for another weekend. Time to get the machinery out. I'm up here alone this weekend as far as working. So I won't be filming too much of what I'm actually doing, just kind of before and after. I'm hoping to get a couple of these trees taken down right here so I can push that gravel to the left. I want to make a little pad in here so I can park my tractor and my lawnmower. Pretty big gravel. But that's one of my projects, get that flattened out. Get a couple of these little trees moved down so we can move it over into the woods a little bit more. Right now I'm going to get the mower and the tractor out of here. It's a nice little hiding spot in the summertime. You really have to be hunting for them to find them. I got me another camo tarp to replace this blue one, even though you can't see it down in here. But in the fall you can. I don't usually take this stuff out of here till the second week of November. Now I gotta mow the lawn. I'm gonna mow my clover down by the pond. Maybe do a little brush work, maybe plant some trees. I'd like to get some of the hardwood out from behind the camp so I can let the evergreens grow in and for a screen. So I might start that depending on how lazy and tired I get and how hot it gets. I can't work in the heat since I had my heat stroke. Alright, so that's our project. Hey Belle. Belle came up with us for the weekend. Alright, so I'm going to get that spread out, lawn mowed, and go from there. Alright, so I've been doing some work on my gravel pile. I got my pad pretty much leveled out. Just got to rake the edges a little bit, get rid of some of the rock. I don't know what kind of gravel this is, if it's 6-inch, 4-inch, but it's pretty much like 10 to 12-inch. But I got it leveled out pretty good, considering. Got it all packed down with the tractor and the gator. So I'm going to rake up some of this little crap and call it good, then mow the lawn. My daughter and son-in-law's dog Belle, she'll sit here all day long on the edge of this pond looking for a frog. It's a pretty intense dog. So this is what I got to mow later. As you can tell, it's a little bit past due. I wanted to do it last week, but it ended up raining and it was wet, so I held off. So it's only been another week. So anyway, I'll cut that grass down and then hopefully that clover will take over. It usually does. But I want to get some rest in there, but I can't find my excuse me. I can't find my arrest, so might have to order some more. Go down to the pond and get my card. I'm gonna go up for lunch and take a nap, get out of this heat. But I'm gonna round up. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4 trail camera cards. I'll check those out while I'm having lunch. Got a huge bull moose right here last week. I gotta mow this too. That's actually full of clover too. Plus my camera's right there, so all this tall grass makes it take a lot of pictures. But it's in a good spot with this pond right here, the road coming out of the woods there, and there's also an old wood road right here that the moose use quite a bit. So I'm gonna round up some cards and go get lunch. Alright, the wife and I just come up to Katahdin View to change the cards out, and the view of the mountain is spectacular through the clouds and the sun. And I don't know if this is coming in or capturing it. I can't see it in the lens. But it's pretty cool how the sun rays are coming down through there and it's all cloudy. It's like a shadow. Pretty cool. Just thought I'd give it a try. I don't know if it's coming out or not. I hope it does. Hello, Harley from Knowlton North, back up to camp for 4th of July weekend. I just sprayed the driveway and around the house for weeds. I cut up some brush a couple weeks ago out behind the camp. Get rid of some of these little trees growing so I can let some of these fir trees grow up. Hide the camp a little bit better. So Kyle's picking that up and he's taking it down in behind where I just put the pad for the mower and the tractor. There's a little area between the two fields. Rabbits like to go in there, so we're going to make a new rabbit habitat down in there for them to hide. Sorry, I had to kill a horsefly.
You ready?
So anyway, start to do some projects.
Pretty good haul on this load.
Chloe's helping out.
We're gonna go make some rabbit habitat.
We're trying to get an actual full load on this baby.
It's all brush.
We're gonna throw that old nasty dried up fir tree in there with all them sharp limbs and things. Hopefully help keep some of the bigger animals away from rabbits. So They seem to work. When we have these things freshened up, the rabbits seem to be around more. But well, I don't know. We'll see. All right, I got to finish what I'm doing. I'm gonna get ready to mow the lawn, and then that might be it for today. Maybe do a little trimming, ride around and get the cards maybe. So anyway, I'm back for the weekend. Morning, Harley from Knowlton North. Doing some chores this morning. Gotten a slow start. People keep stopping by the camp. I don't know if we've done anything yet. Well, we put some flags up. I'm finally putting some arrest, or Kyle's putting some arrest down. We're gonna try that. My clover plot is getting really grassy. There's plenty of clover in there, but grass is starting to take over. Just took a couple of the protective rings off a couple trees over there that the mice got this winter. So out of 5 down here, I have 3 pretty good ones left. Then I have 2 up in the upper field, and got a couple small ones right over here. But I think one of those have had it. So we're gonna try this and see what happens. Then we're going down in the swamp on the tote road. We got an area down there that we've cut out for a new deer blind that we built that I got a video on, and we're gonna put a little food plot down at the end of the tote road. Probably, I don't know, probably not 100 yards away, but 75 probably. So we're gonna go do that. Checking out the water in the pond this morning. The water is generally up to the bottom of that white rock over there. It's down like, must be damn near 3 feet. It's been a hot June. It's been insane. June has been like August. I don't know what the deal is, but she's low. So anyway, we're gonna get working on some projects this morning. Did get the mowing and trimming done yesterday, so we'll see what happens. Peck away at it. So I've been loading Kyle up to the Yanmar, and he's been making trips down here in the swamp area where the new shooting blind is going to go. We're putting a small food plot up on the end of the tote road. This is a staging area. That's everything we need for the blind. We got that in here a couple weekends ago. This road here makes a kind of a crazy 8 around the property, connects to this one and the other side of the property. I'd like to get some more gravel down in here, make this a little bit better road, but tough spot to get material into. We can do it with this and the Yanmar, but we're talking small equipment, so it would take forever. That's the area where we cleared out for the blind. We got to take a couple more trees out. Putting the little plot right up here. This area already gets a lot of traffic with the deer and the moose, so it should work out well. Should be damp enough down here for stuff to grow, but gets a little bit of sun during the middle of the day, so should be good. I'm gonna get out. this Gator boy. I mean, it's a small machine, but haven't we done a lot of work with this thing?
Think right there?
Yeah. So. That stuff's pretty heavy. I don't know what I've got in the cellar at the camp, but I'm gonna plant whatever we got. I don't know if I have any clover, but I think I have maybe a few beets and some brassica. We'll put something down here. That'll be a good spot. That big tree down there, the silver tree you can see from here, that's the blind's going to go right to the right of that. So I don't know how far. What's that? A couple hundred feet?
I'd say it's probably just over 100 foot, probably 120.
Ow.
With a big stump. Probably 120 foot.
Yeah, I don't know how far it is, but pretty good distance. Far enough for a food plot down in here. Like I said, they come through here a lot. It's a wet area. Jack fur's down in here, it's thick. There's a road system. It's private, I mean, it's really hidden. So we'll see what happens. All right, that's our mini micro plot. We got it started anyway, used up loam we had. We just threw in a little buckwheat, clover mix, and some purple top turnips.
Yes.
So we'll see how it does down here in the jungle. It gets good shade and good sun. And it should be damp underneath, so should be good. That's where the blind's going. Jordan got me a new camera for Father's Day, so we're gonna set that up so we get a good shot right down this road. The new food plot's right down there. See what we get for action up and down this road. I think it's gonna be pretty busy. Well, Kyle and I got up to Katahdin View. Just trimming everything up, mowing the lawn area. Got to change out the card. A couple weird things. This is a rock wall that used to be around this leg. Now it looks like there might have been a little anthill down in there. So I wonder if a bear tore this apart getting at the ants. I really don't know any other explanation. And there are a lot of bear through here. We get them on the camera up here all the time. That's kind of odd. Nice sunset out here today. Nice sunset. Will be. It's about, I don't know what it is, 5 o'clock probably. We've had a long day of chores as usual, and Kyle's around. Getting stuff crossed off the list. I just bush hogged down below the road coming into this. So I just did all the trimming here, and he's finishing up the mowing. Our sign was on the ground, and it looks like it was pulled out. Both screws were pulled right out of the holes. But there's no damage to the sign. So I found the screws. I don't know if you guys can see this, but That's a screw right there. The tree grew out past the screws, probably half an inch, and popped the sign off. This one's even deeper, this one. Where is it? Right there. It's amazing that's only been up there, I think, 2 years. Nature's pretty cool. We might clean up some brush and a few trees that are kind of across the road on the way back. But we're not going to do too much. We're about done for the day. So I got to change the card out. He'll finish mowing and we'll head back to the camp. This whole corner of trees right here are gonna come out eventually. When that does, it's gonna open up the view and the sunset fabulously. So, trying to find somebody to do it, but I'd like to drop them up the hill so we can pull them up the hill for the firewood. I don't really want to do that myself because I'm afraid everyone I drop will be down the hill. But that's another project. As you know, anybody that's got anything out in the woods, it's always a project. You're always fighting nature. Nature's amazing.
Right? Yeah.
Last breakfast at camp. Everyone's getting ready to head out.
Do you want a sausage?
Yeah.
Dishes to do, breakfast to cook.
You like chocolate?
Okay. Her?
I will
Yeah.
take some bacon.
You want
Once she takes a break and realizes
Yeah.
what it is.
One,
Okay, I guess Mama's
She's
supposed to
tired,
get you
she
these.
is.
two,
Getting ready to roll.
and
3 pieces of bacon. You hungry, are you?
three.
I guess.
It's a little treat.
Well, packing up, putting stuff away, getting things loaded up. That means another weekend is gone. But it felt like a good long weekend, only though it was a couple days. Weather was great. Most of the family was up. Got a lot of projects done again. Hope everyone had a good 4th of July weekend. Screwed up as the world is right now, especially America. But I think if you shut the TV off, most of America's pretty much still the same. I think I'd rather be here than anywhere. So Harley from Knowlton North,
He's out here.
enjoy the outdoors.
Have some more.
Well, Kyle and I are working on some projects this weekend back at the camp. We've been working on a new pad for the deer blind down in the woods. So we'll go check that out, but we're gonna get the Yanman, the John Deere ready. Take a few more loads down. It's a beautiful morning. It's been a beautiful weekend up here. Getting a few chores done as usual. It's Sunday morning. Getting some more work done. Terry's in with Claire. Cleaning up a little bit. Shelby's down with Chloe picking raspberries. Raspberries are awesome right now. A few more days they'd be perfect, but we'll be gone. Alright, so let's see what we've been doing.
Okay, I just started again.
Where'd that come from? You taking the gear set about? Alright, heading back down to the new pad. Chloe's supervising. This is a major step in getting this new deer blind up. So we got everything staged. We got the new food plot going good. Got the pad almost in. Next trip we'll put the cement blocks underneath the legs, and then we can start putting the building it. The old pond's pretty low. We mowed and trimmed a little bit yesterday. Kyle cleaned up the little pond down here really well. Eventually we're going to loam and seed this, because this is going to be a nice picnic area right here. This was the whole idea when I built it. Yeah, Kyle saw it. Out to the pad. We got some, we was gone 3 weeks I believe. We got a cow moose with a baby, a small bull moose, a bear screwing around with the camera, but we didn't get a picture of him. Just his nozzle in the camera. What else we get? A couple of deer. So that's pretty good off the first set with this camera. Kyle added a little bit to the road to make this a little bit more navigable. We got this thing hammered pretty good this time. Plus with my extra 150 pounds. Alright, Chloe, watch out. Bampy's gonna get out. Ugh. That's our new food plot down there. This is the pad. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's perfect. Got a little piece here to put the stairs on. We need 9 by 9. We went 10 by 10, so we're gonna set the blind kitty corner right here. Get rid of that fir tree, do a little trimming for view, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be hidden, tucked right back in here. It's gonna be sweet. We planted, we threw this little food plot down here together 3 weeks ago, and the beets and I think beans we put in there. Lord, they're like 10 inches high. So that's going to be our path to somewhere, but we're going to come out of the back, and there's a gravel road over there. That's the edge of my property, so maybe we'll make the path go that direction. We got to figure that out. But the key was getting this pad in. We didn't get any gravel delivered like we hoped, so we're going to use this loam. Put some filter fabric down and put some crushed stone on top of that, and then put the cement pads on top of that. And that should be good enough. Next year we'll probably have to level things up a little bit, but we'll see. Because we put about a 1.5 foot of loam in here. This is a pretty big hole. got a healthy supply of bugs down here. And we're gonna have to do something this fast. 'Cause I'm gonna kill themselves in the dark. Geez, sorry about that. I don't know what comes in more handy, the gator or the son-in-law.
That's good.
Pull all that this way. We must use over half of that load for this.
Oh yeah.
That really didn't take us that long to do this.
No, it wasn't bad.
I mean, really. I don't know what we can put in that gator. Third of a yard, maybe. How many trips did we have for this? 10, 12,
6, probably
11, 12.
12, I'd say. This was 6. No, this was 7. The last one was 7 this morning.
Oh, really?
That might be 13 there.
Alright, let's walk down and check out the little food plot. We'll add to this food plot over the years, but we just threw this together one afternoon last week. Kyle, we're gonna drop that fir tree?
Yeah, I can. You want to?
Might as well.
I'll let you walk down and I'll cut down.
Chloe, why don't you come with Bampy?
Yeah, go Bampy. I'm going to cut down this big tree right here, yeah? Sal, lay down.
Hey, this is a pretty well worn trail right here. We actually have a picture of a couple does stepping out, and that's where the blind's going. I don't know how far this is. 100 feet, 150 feet. But this is a nice area down in here. Quiet, there's nothing around, there's nobody to bother them. It's thick. These roads I had cut in 4 or 5 years ago, so they're used to these. They walk them all the time, especially the moose. But here's the beach. These are literally 3 weeks old. It's been dry as hell out, but we have got some rainstorms. And we're down in the woods. It's kind of a wet, low area, even though we built it up. And I just can't believe how good it came in. And we don't know if those are weeds or beans. We've never planted beans before, so. But we know these are beets. These are coming in like crazy. Belle, come on. So that big stump right there, the blind's gonna be right to the right of that. I think it's gonna work out pretty cool. Chloe, make sure there's no bugs on your legs. The old moose flies are out hard. There we go. That opened the view up. Now I hate to do it, I gotta go help the father throw this tree around. Sorry, I'm killing bugs that are chewing on my fingers. Granddaughter's been helping us run loads of loam this morning. She loves camp. Good stuff for a kid, especially in this day and age. Alright, I'm gonna go help Kyle throw some wood. Alright, we thought we were done, but we've already made an adjustment. We got more room than we thought here, so we're going to put a couple loads right in this little corner. That way we can set the whole blind back 2 or 3 more feet. And it'll be hidden behind this big stump, so it will totally be hidden coming from the right.
Before we dumped the load, I picked it. This is the only one.
So, a little trimming for shooting lanes. We'll be good to go. We'll just film the trip back up to the camp. combine, all panelized, ready to go. That's the pond Kyle cleaned up yesterday. The other chute line's over in the corner there. Throw the cedar out on the burn pile. Start packing up. All right, Chloe. Let Bampy out. Come on.
You're not gonna get out.
Well, I was gonna get out. You timed it just right. No sense in helping Daddy now. We cut this cedar stump out of the woods. This damn thing has probably been there for 50 years. Cut. She's still pretty thick and heavy. She should be dried out by August, September next year. Another successful weekend at camp. Went on a good four-wheeler ride yesterday. Getting ice cream. It's always good family time up here. Good place to be with all the shit going on in the world. Dale headed down to put the tractor and the lawnmower away, get them covered up for another weekend. Even the grass in the middle of the field is dying off. It's so damn dry. But my little area that I put in here, the pad for the parking, is working out good. Let's see if I can do this without killing something. It's not really a secure storage. We got the keys right on the equipment. But once we cover them up with the tops, I mean, you really got to be looking for them to find them. Even in the fall when the leaves are gone. Pretty hard spot to find. It's tucked away in here pretty good. I'm leaving all these fir trees for blocking. So anyway, we're gonna get these covered up and call it a weekend for this stuff. Alright, there they are, tucked away for another weekend. Pretty good spot down in here. Got all the equipment loaded, heading home. Thought it was worth a video. Got the Raptor loaded up with the wheeler. Alright, Chloe, we got your Raptor all ready to roll. Heading home. Another weekend at camp, another successful weekend. God bless America. And my flag's already gone. That's supposed to be the last thing to go.